3 o'clock on Sunday afternoon and I've managed to sneak away for a quick overnight camp. I'm camping just off the big river road in a campsite called Specimen Creek. It's not bad. There's actually 3 campsites on the road down to the river. I'm on the bottom one close to the river. There's a group of people up on this middle one, but there's nobody in the first one. It is a bit muddy, which I'll show you in a minute, but luckily I didn't have to drive that way to park up. The plan was to come out for the night, spend this evening fishing in the river, which is literally right there, and then get up early in the morning and go for a bow hunt. But the river is flooding. The water's flowing really fast, so I'm not sure I'll be able to fish, and also that means that I can't actually get across to the other side where I wanted to go hunt, because this side obviously goes up to the road, so I'm not sure I'll be able to hunt there. I'll go for a bit of an explore before it gets too dark, see if there is anywhere to hunt. The undergrowth's pretty dense, so I don't know how I'm going to go. I wanted to go on that side because there's a massive hill there, but yeah, if I can't get across the water, that's not going to happen. Anyway, I'll take you along with me when I go and explore to see if there's worth fishing or hunting anyway. So this is tonight's campsite. It's not a bad spot. There's a flat place over there, obviously where the car's parked, and then there's another flat spot just up there behind those bushes. I don't know if you can see it in the background, just over there. So you could probably only get 2 lots of tents, maybe 2 groups, I don't know. Concrete fireplace. The people that apparently there was someone here last night and they left me some firewood, which is great because I only brought kindling, so now I don't have to go and find some wood to chop. And then this is the mud I was mentioning before, so I obviously didn't have to come around this bottom section to park up. I just went through the top there and parked in there. Unfortunately, there is a bit of rubbish. There's toilet paper, there's tissues, there's some burnt cans behind me. I'll pick them all up and put them in the blue rubbish bag before I leave tomorrow. Anyway, I'm about to head off to go and do some exploring, so let's go and see what we can find. Well, this is obviously the toilet area. Come on guys, do better. That's disgusting. Nobody else has to use this campsite. At least bury it, bare minimum. So there's lots of these gullies and holes and trenches along here, and I was wondering what they are. And then I realized this used to be a gold mining area. So these are obviously tail races or holes where they were digging for gold. I'll show you a couple more on the screen that I filmed. But yeah, fascinating to find some old bits of history along the river. I went and did a bit of exploring along the river. I first walked that way as far as I could, and then I turned around and walked that way as far as I could. All in all, it's probably only about a 20-minute walk. It's very overgrown and lots of holes in the ground, as you would have seen in the video so far. the river's flowing really fast and the level's really high, so there's not even anywhere to really stand on the side of the river. As I mentioned, the plan was to fish this evening and then go for a hunt in the morning, but that's not going to happen now. It's about 4:30 and the sun's just gone down behind the hill, so it's starting to get a little bit cold. I'm going to light the fire in a minute. I've got plenty of firewood now. I went and collected a little bit more while I was on my walk. Nothing too exciting for dinner tonight. As I said, it was just a one-nighter, so I didn't bring the fridge or anything. I think I brought some Chinese rice or something and some tuna. Keep it simple. Anyway, before I light the fire, I'm going to have a cold beer, which I brought from home. Hop Hen Brewing Pale Ale. The brewery is local to where I live, so always good to support local. It's delicious beer too. Probably ideally suited for a nice summer's day, but you know, that's what I've got. So I said I was going to have Chinese rice tonight, but I forgot I've got one of these backcountry cuisine sachets. Never tried them before. It's freeze-dried food for hikers, hunters, whatever. Backcountry comes from New Zealand. Anyway, I had this in my pack from last time I went camping, and I thought I'll give it a try tonight. So it looks like we're having Moroccan lamb for dinner. I've just poured the boiling water into it, so I've got to wait 15 minutes while it rehydrates, and then I'll let you know if it's any good. It's been 15 minutes, so we're going to give this a try. You can just eat it out of the bag, because if you tear it off over there, you should have a bowl. Let's see how we go. Ooh, it's dangerous. It's ripping too low. Oh, there we go. Doesn't look very appetizing. Let's see what it tastes like. It's pretty good. Spicy lamb and some veggies. Very tasty. Next time I might actually empty it into a bowl. Be easier to eat. Not quite soft enough yet. Some of the veggies are still a bit crunchy, but that's okay. It's got capsicum in it. I'll definitely eat this one again. Okay, so my honest feedback on the backcountry Moroccan lamb is very good. Probably an 8 out of 10. Two things. One, the packaging tells you to rip it along the line. Almost impossible to rip it along the line. I nearly lost my dinner into my lap. Minor. And the other thing is it tells you to add water to the line, which is exactly what I did, and I found it a bit dry, so next time I'll add some more water. It does say you can add more water, but because it was the first time I ever had it, I didn't. I just filled it to the line as per the instructions, and it wasn't enough water. One last thing, which is all my fault, when I got down to the bottom there were still some dry bits. I obviously hadn't stirred it enough, and yeah, those dry bits weren't so good. But yep, it's delicious, and I'll definitely try some of the other flavors now that I know what it tastes like and how easy it is to prepare. I'm going to make myself a quick coffee. I'm just sitting by the fire to keep warm because the temperatures dropped quite dramatically. Once that's finished, I'm probably going to hit the swag because I am falling asleep sitting by the fire. See you in the morning. Good morning. It's 7:30 a.m. According to my car, it's 4 degrees outside. So as per my usual morning ritual, coffee, and I've lit the fire to try and warm up my hands that are going to fall off. Decided I'm going to try and flick some lures in the river anyway and see how we go. Might get lucky, might be wasting my time, but I'm in no hurry to go back home, so I'll give it a go anyway. I've decided to brave the cold away from the fire and come and flick some soft plastics along the river, see if we can catch anything. I'll try this a couple of spots there where the water's not flowing too fast, so I'll try and flick some soft plastics and see if we can get any bites. Bear with me, I'm not a great fisherman. I'm going to try flicking these little monster mickeys today. I've got 2 different colours. Hopefully the fish are hungry and prefer one or the other. Unfortunately, I didn't get it on camera, but about 3 or 4 casts after I turned the camera off, I stepped on a piece of what I thought was dry land, and it gave way, and my leg went into the water right up to my hip. So now I'm absolutely soaked. But that's okay, we'll keep trying. There's got to be some fish in this water, surely. Well, after 20 minutes of fishing with a wet leg, I started getting a bit too cold. So I'm back at the campfire, trying to dry out my shoes. I've got dry clothes and dry socks, but I don't have another pair of dry shoes. So hopefully they can dry out a bit before I have to leave. So while I'm sitting here drying by the fire, I thought I'd show you my newest toy. It's the Insta360 X3. It's a 360 degree camera, action camera. I was looking for I currently use the Osmo Action, and I was looking at buying a new action camera to add to my collection, and I was looking at the Osmo Action 3, and then I saw this on special at Anaconda for an extra couple of $100, so I decided to invest. Why do I like this, or why did I select this? A couple of reasons. It is an action camera, it's waterproof to 10 meters, you know, it's very robust. Only thing is obviously those lenses stick out, which is a bit of an issue if you drop the camera. The good thing is you don't have to use it as a 360 cam. You can select to use just the one lens, and then it becomes a normal action camera. Another reason I like this is if you do select the 360, it films all the way around you all the time, and then afterwards in post-production you can reframe it and it just shows what you wanted to show. So for example, yesterday I filmed myself walking, and you can use it almost like follow cam. So I had it hanging in a tree like that, and then I filmed myself walking past it, and then in the reframe, which I'll show you now, you can see I can use it as a follow cam just by reframing the actual video. I might actually do a review on this camera in a separate video just for my Australian viewers. There's plenty of American reviews out there, but I'll do an Australian one. There's plenty of other things you can do, you know, creative things, but probably not something that I would use. Like they have one called the flower cam or something. You can do tiny planets, things like that. But I'll do a separate review and go into a bit more detail. Right now I'm just trying to dry out a bit more. It's nearly lunchtime. I've had a really relaxing morning, just listening to the birds and the water, since I didn't catch any fish. So I'll probably make myself some lunch soon, and then pack up and head slowly back to Melbourne. Like I said, no rush for me to get back. My whole family are either working or they've gone to the footy today, so I'll be home alone anyway. Maybe I can take the time to edit a video. One of the unwritten rules of camping is do not throw your glass or your cans into the fire. I know it looks cool because it melts and makes all funny shapes, but it's very dangerous because if someone else stomps on the fire or walks across it or drives across it or whatever, there could be glass or shards of metal in the fire. Thanks for watching until the end. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, and to see more of the same content, please subscribe to the channel. See you soon.